Hello and welcome, wonderful people. Today we are going to be going through biology again. And so far, so good. We've been able to look at what biology is, and we'll say that biology is the study of living organisms or things, because biology came from two Greek words, bio meaning life and logos meaning discourse or study. And we said that there are two major classifications in biology. We have the study of plants, known as botany, and the study of animals, known as zoology. And we went on to learn about characteristics of living things. If you say that this is a living thing, why? What have you seen in that very thing that made you say this is a living thing, whereas this one is not a living thing? And we say for us to notice something and say that it is a living thing, it must have the following characteristics. Number one, movement, it has to move. Number two, nutrition, it has to feed. Number three, respiration, it has to breathe in and out. Number four, irritability, it has to respond to stimulus. Number five, growth, it has to grow, increase in size. Number six, excretion, it has to remove waste, metabolic waste. Number four, reproduction, it has to bring new offsprings to life. Number six, adaptation, it has to be able to survive in an environment by growing out features that will enable it to survive. Number eight, competition, it has to be able to struggle amongst other animals and be able to survive. And finally, death, it has to die after some time. And we say that any organism, anything in life that has these characteristics is known as a living thing. And after that, I went about learning about the cell. I would say that the cell was discovered by an English scientist known as Robert Hooke. And we're able to look at the difference between the plants and animal cells. We say that the animal cell is circular in shape, whereas the plant cell is rectangular in shape. And the plant cell has a very large vacuole, unlike what we have in animal cell. The plant cell also has chloroplast that enables chlorophyll, that enables photosynthesis. And it also has cellulose cell walls. So you should be able to know this difference. And we now went on to look at the different parts of the cells and their functions. The nucleus, which is the place from where the activities of the cell is organized from. Then we talked about the cellulose cell walls and the rest. Okay, of organization of life, where we looked at known as the tissue, the third level. Okay, and went further the paramecium and the rest of them. Okay, so those are what we've been able to learn. Then we went on to learn about classification of living things. Here we say that living things are categorized under, first of all, kingdom, followed by phylum, followed by class, followed by order, followed by family, genus, and finally species. The kingdom has large plethora of organisms. As it gets to phylum, it gets smaller, class, smaller number of organisms, the family, smaller number, genus, very small, species, maybe just one. So we looked at all these classifications. Then we looked at the Monera, looked at the bacteria and all the rest. And we told us that we have a new platform where all these things are organized in such a way that you understand both video and textual form of the lectures. And that is https://educateafricans.com, the platform that ensures that you get 300 and above in your JAMB and 9A1 in your SSE. You can call my number if you're finding it difficult using the platform so that I educate you more on that. And that brings us to today's lecture. Okay, let's get to what we have for today. This is a brief introduction for those of us that just finished writing JAMB and they are just joining. That's why I had to go through this introduction so that you know what you've missed so far. You quickly have to go to our website, educateafricans.com. Anyone you've missed, you will see it there so that you can follow up, okay? So we started nutrition and we looked at the light phase yesterday. Today we're going to be looking at the dark phase and the rest of what we need to do. Okay. Stephen, how are you? Stephen and Buchi, how are you guys doing?
We're fine, sir.
Okay, Buchi, why are you joining late? So should I call you Buchi or Chama?
Well, Buchi is my surname, but my name is
Buchi is
Choma.
your surname, Chama is your first.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the light phase in the process of photosynthesis. And when you say autotrophs, it means that others. So they use their in order to get their food. And this process in photosynthesis, there are two parts of it. We have the light phase and the dark phase. And we learned the last time that the light phase involves the chlorophyll, which is the green pigment, tapping the light energy and helping to split the water molecule into hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. You understand? And this whole process helps in forming ATP. And finally, there is the overall equation where H2O plus CO under the energy of the sun with the help of chlorophyll and enzyme to give these very substance here. Okay, and release of byproduct oxygen. Okay, so let's look at the dark phase. We say that in the dark phase, this takes place in the presence of enzymes and requires no light. We call it dark phase because it does not require light. The hydrogen atoms are added to carbon 4 oxide to form simple sugar. Okay, now to show that light is necessary for photosynthesis, this is a simple experiment to show that light is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over it because I don't think it's gonna be coming out for you. Okay. We have what we call major or macro or essential elements, which are necessary elements required in large quantity for formation of cell walls and protoplasm. And they are phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, calcium, sulfur, oxygen, magnesium, iron, hydrogen, silicon, chlorine, sodium. And they are readily available in some forms. Whereas we also have minor or non-essential elements, which are elements that are required in smaller or minute quantities for the growth of plants. And examples are boron, zinc, molybdenum, copper, manganese, and cobalt. Okay, so let's look at animal nutrition. We'll finish plant nutrition. Let's look at animal nutrition. Now, animals depend either directly or indirectly on plants. See, that's why they are heterotrophs. They cannot produce their own food by themselves. They have to depend on plants. But plants are autotroph. Plants, they don't need to feed on other plants or animals. They have to manufacture by themselves using chlorophyll and the help of sunlight. But animals depend on plants for their food as they cannot manufacture their own food. They are thus referred to as heterotrophs. So heterotrophs are those organisms that cannot manufacture their food by themselves and are said to exhibit holozoic mode of nutrition. Animals are classified into the following group on the basis of food they eat, okay, which are holozoic and the rest. If the animal feeds on something that is spoiled, they have a classification. So plenty animal, it could be symbiotic, it could be parasitic form of mode. Now, there are classes of food that animals eat. All food taken by animal can be divided into 6 groups, 6 classes of food, and you have to know this because it come out in your JAMB. We have carbohydrates, proteins, lipids. Whenever you hear lipids simply means fats and oil, mineral salts, vitamins, and water. So these are the various classes of food available for animals. And carbohydrates, you can get them from food materials like potato, cassava, yam, and they are energy giving and carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So they contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, carbohydrates. The ratio of hydrogen to oxygen 2:1. Okay, this is not. So always know the ratio of hydrogen to Oxygen is 3:1 for carbohydrates. Then there are types of carbohydrates. We have what we call the monosaccharides, which are referred to as reducing or simple sugars. Example is fructose and glucose. They have disaccharides. They are also called complex sugars or non-reducing sugars. Example is maltose and sucrose. They have polysaccharides. They are made up of many units of glucose linked together. Okay, example is starch and cellulose. So starch and cellulose are polysaccharides. Now, what are the uses of carbohydrates? They produce energy. So carbohydrate is that food class that gives you energy. They are used to build certain parts of organisms, such as exoskeleton of arthropods. And they are also components of mucus, which is a lubricant in the body. So take note of all this. Now we have protons. Protons, you can get them from egg white, the albumin. You can also get them from lean meat and from fish. Proton, very important. So in addition to carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, proteins contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and at times some parts. If you're not eating protein, you will not grow fresh. There are those things, that kind of food that helps you, your skin. So if you have injury, for your body to grow back up. So protein is very, very important. They can still supply energy. Once there is no carbohydrates in your body and fats, you know, carbohydrates and fats, they are the main classes of food that supply energy. But once they are lacking in your body, protein will start supplying energy. That's why protein is very, very good. Okay, uses of protein, it is used for growth of young ones. Your child, if you have a small child, you must be feeding that child protein so that the child can grow. Used to repair worn-out parts or tissue. When you are sick or when you have injury, if you feed enough protein, it will help that place that you have injury to grow. Very important. It is reproduction. It is used for production of hormones and used for tissue and cell formation, bodybuilding. So very, very important. Then let's look at other classes of food. We have fats and oil, which are also referred to as lipids. They contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, just like carbohydrates, for low oxygen ratio. So they contain more calories of energy than carbohydrates, which are not as readily available. They help in insulation of the body. So fats and oil helps in insulation of the body. Examples of food where you can get fats and oil is butter, granite, and palm oil. Uses of fats and oil, they provide fat-soluble vitamins. They supply essential fatty acids to animals, and they help in the maintenance of body temperature. Now let's look at mineral salts. Mineral salts, examples are calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, sodium, potassium, chlorine, etc. Their food rich in mineral salts are onions. If you want to get enough mineral salts in your body, you need to take onions. If you buy suya, you need to chop the onions. The onions will make your mouth not to be smelling good, but the onions is good for you. Green vegetables is very, very good. Fresh green vegetables need to be eating it. It's good for your body. Potassium, liver. Liver is also good. Egg, they help in healthy growth and bone formation and clogging of the blood. So if you want your bones to be strong, you need to take mineral salts. Calcium is very, very important for that. So for your blood to clot, you don't want when a sharp object just touches your skin, your blood will be flowing out continuously. You lose a lot of blood. So you need, once you have a sharp object on your skin, you need your blood to come out small, and small time it will clot and stop running. So you need to take mineral salts. They help you in blood clot, very important. So uses of mineral salt, number one, they regulate the metabolism of the body. That's number one, very important. Then you talk about vitamins. Vitamin foods rich in vitamins are vegetable. If you want to be having enough vitamins in your body, take vegetable, take milk, take egg, take fruits. Examples of vitamins are vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K. They are required in small quantities. You don't need to be taking too much vitamins, and are known to maintain healthy living. They help you to maintain healthy living. Vitamin D can be synthesized by mild sunlight. That is ultraviolet. So all these mild sunlight that you that used to come out in the morning, they can give you vitamin D. In addition, vitamins are organic compounds required in small amounts. They are needed for normal growth and development. They are catalysts. So vitamins also work as catalysts. You know, catalysts are chemicals that catalysts are those substances that help speed up chemical reaction and metabolism in body. Okay, so they are catalysts, that is the advanced chemical reactions in the body. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are said to be fat soluble, while vitamin B and C are water soluble. Okay, so take note, water soluble vitamins are B and C, other ones are known as fat soluble. Okay, then finally we'll talk about water. Water is a very important class of food. Water is a universal solvent. Without water, you will get dehydrated. Without water, water is very, very important. You need to take enough water because it is water that will not take care of helping in transportation of things around your body and keeping you hydrated so that you'll be strong and robust. So water is a universal solvent. It is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. It is the medium for chemical reactions in every living organism. It helps in transportation as well as in temperature control. It can be got in nature from streams, rivers, as rain, ocean, and sea. Now, what are the uses of water? It helps in digestion of food. If you are eating and you're not taking water, if the food is too strong, it is not good for you. So make sure you chew very well and make sure you always take water. Water will help the food to digest. It is the main component of plants and animals. It is solvent for vitamin B and C. Just like we say, B and C are water soluble vitamins. It is excretion of metabolic waste. For your urine to come out, that urea is very concentrated. It needs water to dissolve it and pass it out as urine. Very, very important. Now it maintains osmotic concentration of body tissue and transportation of hormones. Okay, so that's where we are going to be stopping for this nutrition and alimentary canal. Okay, very important. This is very important. We need to check it out. Okay. 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 Transport. Okay. So I'm going to give us an assignment to enable us move faster. I'm going to give us an assignment. Our next topic is going to be transport system. But before that, we're going to summarize what we needed to do. Okay, let's look at these digestion of food. Digestion is the breakdown of large molecules into absorbable forms. Digestive enzymes are based on the type of food substance they act on. They fall into three major food substances. So we have the enzyme known as amylase. They break down carbohydrates. So examples are the taurine in the mouth, invertase in the intestine, the amylopsin in the pancreas, and the cellulase. So these ones, they work on carbohydrates. They call them amylase. Then we have the protease, which are protein splitting enzymes. Example is the trypsin that is in the pancreas, the pepsin in the gastric area, and the erepsin in the intestine. And we also have the lipases, which are fat splitting enzymes. So you can see that three of them, they have specific functions. The amylase work on carbohydrates, the proteases work on protons, and the lipases work on the lipids, which are fats. Okay, so take notes. Now, what are the characteristics of enzyme? Why will you call a substance an enzyme? How will a substance behave? Then you say this is an enzyme. Number one, they are required in small quantity. Enzymes are required in very small quantity. Each enzyme catalyzes only one type of reaction. You cannot have an enzyme working on different types of reaction. So they are specific, they are job specific, they are specific in their action. Now they are protein in nature. Enzymes are protein in nature. So JAMB will ask you, which of the following statements is true? Enzymes are protein in nature. Enzymes are vitamins in nature. So you might want to say that enzymes are mineral salts. You might not even think about protein, but enzymes are actually proteins in nature. High temperature destroy enzyme. Enzyme, they don't like working under high temperatures. They need normal temperature. They are denatured, just like every other protein. Protons are soluble. So take note of this slide. It's very, very important. Enzymes are classified, in terms of digestion, enzymes are classified into three major categories: the amylases that work on carbohydrates, the proteases that work on protein, and the lipases that work on fats and oil. Okay. Okay. Let me still see what is very important. Okay, please let's look at this mammalian alimentary canal a little bit. And whenever you're talking about the movement of food, you have to consider the alimentary canal. And it starts from the mouth, which contains structures such as teeth, tongue, and salivary gland. The teeth do the mastication. Mastication. The word mastication means chewing. Chewing. When you eat something, you have to chew it very well so that it can digest very well. So the tongue, the teeth does the chewing, the tongue does the rolling of the food. The salivary gland secretes saliva, which contain ptyalin that breaks down starch into maltose. Very important. So, we say that the three classes of enzymes are the amylase that work on carbohydrates. So ptyalin is one of those amylase. So it breaks down the starch into maltose. So majorly digestion of carbohydrates starts from the mouth, but that of proteins does not start, but because the enzyme that is in the mouth works on carbohydrates. So the food is then swallowed into the gullet in form of bolus. Then the gullet moves down, the food moves down the gullet into the peristaltic in a peristaltic manner in form of bolus. So the food keeps moving down, gets to the stomach. So the food is stored between 2 to 4 hours and is released at regular interval by opening of the sphincter. Now there is what we call mechanical digestion. Food is churned by muscular contraction of the stomach. So the walls of the stomach will now move, churning down more the food through what we call muscular contraction of the walls. And it then converts into semi-liquid called chyme by being mixed with gastric juice. So take note. Then after this mechanical digestion comes what we call chemical digestion. Here, the gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid secreted by the gastric, secreted in the gastric region, in addition to pepsin and renin. Pepsin acts on protein, breaking it down into smaller units known as peptones. So take note, it is in the stomach that you get the pepsin that now works on the protein. So this is a little explanation of what happens in the alimentary canal. So take note of them and read more. You have to read more. And in order for you to read more and read effectively, go to our website, Educate Africa. You have these notes there already. And like I said, from Monday, we are going to strictly use the website to learn. Because we are currently working on the website. We want to give you a concise note that is straight to what you need for your JAMB and your WAEC to pass. So get there. When you get there, everything you will see there will be very sweet from Monday. From Monday, very important. All our classes will be from there. I guess everybody have registered. Choma, I did not see you. I did not see. I checked the students that have registered. I did not see you there. Choma, have you registered?
Yes, sir. I registered. I haven't downloaded the app.
Okay, you even downloaded it. What name did you use in registering? Let me.
My name Choma.
Choma, what's your email?
chomabuchi0@gmail.com.
Choma Buchizero. I did not see that email. So check again. Try and go back to the website. Try and re-register again. When I go there, I want to see you. Okay. So because from Monday, that's the platform we're going to be using, and we're going to be giving assignment. We expect everybody to be very serious because you cannot be learning with us and not get very high score in your JAMB. So from Monday, we're going to be serious with checking you guys' ability to do assignments. And that's why we say walk through the platform. So even if you're not in the other group, you should be able to do your assignment and submit on the platform. I'll check it out. because it's going to form everybody's qualification to join us effectively. So please make sure you do that, as it will help you. Like if it was there, immediately we'll finish, you'll see the quizzes, which are the past questions. We already worked on all those. So make sure that you're there. And okay, what else? So please, I just uploaded the latest 100 most likely questions in what's it called, in the Life Changer. So I expect you guys to go check it out. Go check it out. 100 most likely question in Life Changer. I've also updated it on our website, Educate Africans, and you need to get there. You need to get there and see those 100 questions. It might just be what you need in order for you to smash the 10 questions that are coming from that literature test. So 100 of them, they are there. So I want to open it up for you. So let me open it up so that you see them. So once we get to, I hope all of us know our YouTube channel. If you get to our YouTube channel, the name of the YouTube channel is Tclassified.com. Scroll down, you're gonna see it. So this is it here. The Life Changer, 100 most likely questions. 100 most likely questions. I uploaded it this morning. So you can go to YouTube, search for it. 100 most likely is just very rich. And the PDF of that material I've already uploaded on our website. So once you get to our website, Educate Africa, if you click on that, what's it called? On the Life Changer summary again, it's going to give you a new work now, having both the summary and the 100 most likely questions. So that's what I told you, that whenever you get there, like on our website, we're always updating it. We're always updating it for you. So this is the website, Educate Africans. Once you click on this Life Changer summary, you're going to have this, both the summary and the 100 most likely questions. And we're still working on it. It's not fully complete 100, but we're adding it up. So you keep going there, you check it, you download it, you read it up. It's easier for you, it's faster for you, you move faster, and you'll be able to get accustomed to what you're likely going to be seeing in the hall. Because the stakes are high. The stakes for all those people learning under Educate Africa or Tclassified, Zoom, or any other level, your stakes are high. You're not like normal students that are going to write to get 200 and just pass. You're there to show that you pass through a system that works. And that is why the target is 300 and above. 300 is not my mind, 300 and above. Pure 9 A1s, or A1, not B, not C. So the stakes are high. And if the stakes are high, you don't need to be sleeping or playing. You need to be following our instructions. You need to be using our platforms. Because all those platforms, they are curated in order for you to make extreme high grades. Here in Tclassified, we don't train you to just pass. You don't just pass. You have to pass and pass exceedingly. You pass differently from every other student because you've been trained. And that's why you see me, I come up here every day by 6 o'clock, 2 times, 6 and 7. Because I know that I owe you guys responsibility to get you tuned in the right direction to moving towards your 300 and above and your 9A1. And you're going to do me a favor and do yourself a favor by following all these things that you're going to see all the subjects you're writing for, so that the videos can play. Open them so that you see the most updated of all the information you use. The way we are, okay, let me open it now. Let me show you. Let me show you so that you see what we just did. Let me show you now. Okay. Buchi, please confirm that you're seeing confirm that you guys are seeing the Microsoft Word document having the novel.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Okay, you're seeing it now. Okay, so this is what I just updated this morning. You can see now. This is the 10 most likely questions. It tells you everything. The novel started by the discussion of Umi's children, led by Bint. Omar made the acclamation. I made it because he got admission into Ahmadu Bello University, the dream field that they wanted him to. They decided to go into the room because it was tough due to lack of power for 2 days. Umi's children are Omar, Tima, Jamila, Bint. Bint is 5-year-old. Omar is the first child and only boy. Umi is their mother's name. Malam Saliu is the name of the teacher who couldn't answer the French question. Tima is the second child. Omar got admission into Congo campus of Ahmadu Bello University to study law. They lived in Lafayette community. Dr. Sam Jones was the HOD and her husband's friend. The district head is Hakimi. Jamila is the third child. Tale is the colleague for Hakimi is the district head. You see, these are straight points. Straight point. Tale and Zeki kidnapped a 13-year-old boy. Emma means exam malpractice. Sama is the girl. Sama's roommates are Tomiwa, Ngozi, and Ada. You see, these are specific questions, likely questions. You just go brush through them. You enter the hall, you smash the whole 10 questions without failing one. And you know, once you smash the 10 questions, your marks are going up. If you follow the class, you follow my emphatic stress class, all the emphatic stress problems, like 3 of them, you smash all of them, all over 3. The, what's it called? The novel from English, 10 over 10. Go to synonyms and antonyms, 5 over 5. Vowels and consonants, 10 over. By the time you finish, you're getting 90 something over 100. That's the kind of scores I want my students to be. I don't want you to go and get 50 and you'll be jubilating. It has to be 90 something, 90 something. You have to smash it. Luashe, are you understanding where I'm going?
Yes, sir.
Good. John, are you understanding where I'm going?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's why we're doing all this work. If you come to my office now, you have all my teachers, all hands on deck. They are summarizing the novel. They are searching it, bringing out the most important, most likely. Everybody is working every day. Some are working on past questions, everything, putting it out for you to use and pass. And that's why we say you must get 300 and above. And the best way to get it is by studying now. So that like 1 week to the exam, you'll be relaxed, you go take your shower, you sleep very well. So that by that time you must have read enough and everything will condense into your memory and you'll be calm. You enter the hall, you'll be in control of the mouse, be in control of the computer, settle down, relax, answer your question, submit, and get a very high score. That is the plan. So you have to start studying in time. Once you start in time, once it gets to JAMB time, you're calm. Because by that time, I'll be telling you how to answer questions. When you enter, you go to the questions that are simpler. Don't go and waste your time on something difficult. Once you enter, you're writing for medicine and surgery. Biology is always easier. You go to biology, smash the whole biology. Enter chemistry, smash it. Or enter English, if English good. And when you're answering English, don't go and start with comprehension. Go to the back, start from the back up. Finish all, then you come to comprehension. And there's one thing about solving problems. When you start from the easier ones, they give you inspiration to solve the most difficult ones. So don't go starting from anyone you open that it looks difficult, you leave it alone first. Go to the most difficult one, solve, and then get back. So that is how you attack your problems. So as we are studying, I'm going to be giving us all these tips. You need them because you just have to smash it. So see you when I see you. Thank you. God bless.